Well, hello everybody. I think my stream is going. All right, I have a very busy day. You guys are going to see me online a little bit today because I'm doing my live vlog. I'm running to the hospital. It's already almost 9 o'clock. I'm going to be very tight to get here on time, but I've got to be online, and I only go live a little bit before 1 o'clock. We don't do like the normal pre-show. I really should, because no one really knows what I'm doing today. All right, you about ready? I got better, but we need Harry. We gotta go. There's only one cable. Do you have a cable? I didn't see it. I am busy. We have to have both phones charged. I have no Wi-Fi. But last night I did my show using a mobile hotspot, and believe it or not, it wasn't the quality that I normally have. And there's a lot of limits to what I can do. I'm charging. Hope this works. I have no way to tell if that's actually charging. All right, well, I hope that's charging because I've got to have full power on my phone. I will have it plugged in and everything when I get home. So the show should go off okay. Now, this is what I'm talking about. At 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, I'm doing something I've never done before, and not something that I particularly wanted to do either. I'm being very honest with everyone. I really didn't want to turn into a show because I do two shows. I have Tuesday and Thursday where it's all about helping e-commerce sellers and sharing apps. I got bit. Mosquito bite. Bad one. So it's all about that. On Wednesday, only Wednesday, 1 o'clock, weekly. Now this first show is not going to be super mega big or even have a ton of items because I want to work out the bugs. As a matter of fact, this morning, I was very happy. Yesterday on my show, a lot of people from the Balorama group that I know, several popped in last night, and I am so glad they did because my moderator's been talking to different people, and I'm kind of hard to get a hold of. But what got fed back to me today was that I don't know. It's gonna be forever to get out of here. You don't know where the dog is. Shut up. That's the other dog. Harry's running around here somewhere, who knows where. We're trying to get the dogs gathered up because I do have to get to the hospital, get things done, and get back. But the little comments that kind of came back to me, or the gist of it that came back to me, it was all pretty good. But they did make some very good suggestions. As a matter of fact, they even gave me a couple shows to watch that do kind of what I'm doing. And actually one of them was really helpful today. But they suggested that, I have a lot of fancy graphics, which is great. But for this show, like in my e-com show, the fancy graphics are very useful. For selling products, I have an app that you can look at the products on. It's not just everything online. I have an app that goes with what we're doing online. Everything has a catalog number. That's how you actually bid. You look it up in the app. You say, okay, this is, I have one item listed in the app now. That will be in the show tonight. I'll have much more just before the show. I'll get them all in there. So what you do is you scroll down the app and you see what's in the show. You bid at the show. And it's the only way you're going to guarantee you're getting this super mega price. Guys, I am giving you real liquidation. I don't know if you know what that truly means. Not these liquidation sales that you see all over that don't mean anything. This is loss liquidation. I ended $1 million worth of my investment. That's not the value. That's what I paid online. It's not available for sale. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm only going to list 300 items back out of thousands. So instead of screwing around with these platforms that cost a fortune to make nickels and dimes over years, I don't have time for that. I just decided to cut my losses and let everyone else get these products. I have cases of inventory I've never even opened the seals on because eBay changed the platform, and I was like, well, there's no reason to bother with that. And I have lots. And remember, guys, I'm not charging you anything based on value. I'm not charging you anything based on what it is online or anything else. The only thing that my price is based on is what I paid for the item. If the items were $200 and I paid $100, then I got another clearance discount where it's down to $50, you're gonna pay $25. Whatever I paid, you're gonna pay half, then you're gonna pay shipping. That's the kicker. That's why I am selling these items for half of what I paid, and you pay shipping, because a lot of these items, especially if you buy a lot together, you save a lot of money. A lot of these items are worth a whole lot of money. I am only going to charge half of the wholesale. So by charging half of the wholesale and you paying shipping, you're going to get a lot of items cheaper than you could even buy them yourself. Because I buy items in bulk from Macy's, bulk, BULQ, and directly from the manufacturers, and I have tons of that. Now today's show, from what I kind of look, I don't know what's going to be in the show until I load it in the app. I asked my employee to do that because if he tells me too early, I'll be looking up too much data and spending way too much time preparing for this. I don't need to. I have the old listing data that I'm going to give you. I'm going to tell you how many of the items were returned. I'm going to tell you what the returns were complaints about. I'm going to tell you about the limitations. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know if you're going to buy these items to resell. If you're just going to buy the item for yourself, that's fine too. You get it real cheap. Real cheap. You're going to get it for what the sellers are getting it for to mark up and sell. So if you're a customer, you're going to get a super great deal. You're not going to get the bells and whistles. This is the difference between buying from me in a store and buying when I do a show and we kind of are just selling off live. The only tool that you have is an app I've created. The only way that I take payments and ship is through the chat in the app, which is Facebook Messenger chat. It's private, it's not public. In other words, no one else is going to know what you're doing but you and I. No one's going to see your address. They will know what you paid for the item because you have to bid on the show. If you miss the show, you have a day or two. That's it. To get the items at this discounted price. Since my employee had to take pictures to put in the app, he has the pictures, new pictures ready to put these listings in my Shopify. Or no, not putting it there. Putting it in my Strikingly websites. I have 3 sites with 100 items each is what I'm going to do. So, what we're going to do is after a couple days after the show, anything that's not gone, I'm going to look at and decide if it just stays in there, and I'll just let anyone buy that later. If it's visible there, you can buy it. Okay? But several of those, I'm going to say, well, you know, because I'm doing this 1 week at a time. My listings will sell out before the next week, and I put new stuff in. I only want 300 listings. So I'm kind of using the show also as a way to filter some of those listings in, because I'm not going to put those 300 listings in my websites until January. From now till January, anything that goes through my app or goes through this live selling, if you guys don't buy it, my employee at the end of the week, I do this on Wednesday, so by Friday, anything that's left in there that I decide I want to take down, it gets taken down, put into my site, and put at full markup selling price. So there is a time window here. I'm not trying to high pressure sale, but I'm telling you, I don't have time to screw around with this. This is a loss. I've already lost the $1 million. It's not available. I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to get some of it and put it back in my stores at my leisure, but that's it. So I'm not going to be devoting a huge amount of time. I have real businesses making me money. That's where my time is, but I'm putting quite a bit of effort into this show for liquidation because I know a lot of sellers, and I know that I have a huge potential for several of them. I mean, everything in here you're going to get basically for what I paid for it. And that includes your shipping. So I did not pay very much. I buy things in bulk to get them super cheap. Now, tonight's show is not going to be a too good reflection of all the different types. I have thousands of listings. It's not going to be a representation of all the different types of products. From what I kind of glanced, I kind of peeked at my employee's phone. It looks like mostly what I'm going to be selling tonight is comforters. That's the liquidation in the app show. Now, I'm going to do a little bit more with this. I don't want it just to be, oh, come here and buy stuff from me. So not only am I going to give you all the information about the products, and as you can tell, I could care less if you buy them or not. It's all loss. I'm trying to recoup some of my money, so it'd be nice if you bought them. But I'm going to tell you all the data. I'm not going to hold back on return information or something because I want to get the item sold. I'm going to tell you all the nitty-gritty, every awful thing that happened, if there is any. I'm also going to tell you the limitations of the products. Well, you know, these are really good. They're overpriced because of the brand name, but they are single stitch. So these other ones are a different brand that I've got further down in the show. So, you know, I mean, I'm going to tell you the combinations of what I'm offering and what other items I might be offering at the same time that might be better or more to your liking or whatever. So that's part of the show. The other part of the show is I don't believe in people wasting time, mine or theirs. So if you come into my show and you happen to sell something kind of similar, doesn't have to be identical, but something kind of similar to what I'm auctioning off, feel free to put the link for your product for sale in my chat. Yes, you get to spam my chat with items similar to what I am liquidating. Why am I willing to do that? Because I am doing loss liquidation. This is just to recover money that I've already written off. I'm not trying to make a profit. I'm not even really trying to make sales. I'm trying to get some money back on what I've already written off. So my motivation for this allows you to put other items in. Plus, think about this. If I've got a comforter set and I'm selling it to you for $5 plus shipping and it's worth $100, or $50 and it's worth, it's $50 and I'm selling it to you for $5 here. Harry, get over here! In the road. Damn, dog's being bad. Probably pooping all over the place. He was probably pooping the car. He's done that several times. We've had trouble with it. What is this? Poshmark? Yeah, right there. I guess we had a Poshmark sale. When was this from? When? I didn't see it. It's probably late. I hope not. I don't like it when he ships Poshmark late. We have, though, a few times. See, I'm not monitoring any packages going out. It's all my employees. We don't have anything shipping out, not from here. My global store is shipping things every day all over the world. I'm doing very good, guys, with my global store. And yes, it is drop shipping. And yes, it takes a long time to get your items. And yes, it is priced right. Where I'm doing well is not here in the US. I'm never going to do well here because everyone wants their package 5 minutes before they order it. But everywhere else in the world, you put a good price, a good shipping price, they don't care. They'll wait. Oh man, I save $5 by buying. I wait a week for $5. Here, $5 are like, I'll just pay that shipping. Different attitude and different values. So where the values are more economically based, I do very well because I beat everybody on price. But obviously not on customer service. When did this buyer buy this?
I don't know, but
I don't remember seeing a Poshmark.
I saw that.
Yesterday?
No, a couple of days ago.
2 days ago? Oh, you were supposed to mail next day.
I know.
If his Poshmark business fails, because I basically have 3-ton bales. That means I have 3 tons of clothes. One bale we've opened. The other 2 have been sealed up in the warehouse for a very. Those are king.
Standard queen.
Standard and queen set of 2. We're giving my mom some Better Homes and Gardens.
Because how does this?
Some Better Homes and Gardens pillowcases to match the sheets we gave her. Okay. He puked. He went like that. Grass. And he's got worms then, I guess. No, that's food. He ate something bad.
Grass.
What are you puking back there? Oh, God damn it. Get off there. Don't want him puking on that.
No,
Dog's puking in the back. I know it. No, look what he ate.
Grass? Is it grass?
No, he ate some dead animal.
No, it's not dead. Grass.
Oh, is it grass?
Yeah.
That means he's got worms. We're going to have to get treated.
What's it doing?
Yeah, if you notice your dog goes out and eat grass, chances are they've got some sort of worms. You really need to treat them. We don't treat ours. We treat ours according to the vet schedule. But I live on a farm. Vet schedules do not work on a farm. The ratio of insects per square foot is just much higher. So you tend to have to do it extra. And actually, they're due to be treated next week. So he's probably has them. So I guess we're going to get some more medicine. All right, so now back to the show. Now, it's going to be fun because I'm not just going to make it all boring. Okay, here, buy my crap. Yes, I'm going to do that. Here, buy my stuff. But I've got a little app that you get to use. Now, this is how we check out. People are going to want to know, how do I pay for this? I don't want your public stuff in the chats. All you have to do when you want to bid, and I'm going to have a hard time monitoring these bids. Fortunately, I have a moderator that's willing to do this for me. By the way, I want to give a special thanks to Perfect Finds for You. Being a moderator for this show is a personal favor. She's a moderator for my social media shows that go along with the Helpful Tip groups that she's part of. Okay? that is a group effort helping a lot of different sellers. What I'm doing today, yes, it's kind of going to help you. I'm allowing you to market and put your items in. Yeah, I'm trying to make it as valuable for you guys as possible. But technically, I didn't ask. She volunteered. And I said, that'd be great. But technically, I really shouldn't ask a person from my groups to moderate this Wednesday show, because technically this is just me making money. Okay? But she's willing to do it, which is going to help me a lot. I just wanted to give a special thanks to that, because there's nothing in this for her. You know, when she helps me moderate my e-commerce shows, she's part of that group, my Helpful Tips group. So any traffic, any engagement, all that, it improves the quality of the group. It improves the efforts that I'm going to spend on it. It improves the amount of information and everything I share with it. So there's a value to monitoring my group show, because yes, it's my show, but it represents the group. It represents a group of people. Today's show just represents me being an idiot and investing a whole bunch of money in products on eBay, even after I knew they were changing the platform. Yeah, I make stupid mistakes too, guys. But I wise up real quick. So this is a way for me to not just give everything to charity, which I'm doing in massive numbers. I can only claim so much of that. This is a way for me to get back some of the investment I made poorly. Not that the products are a problem. It's the platform. Now, why is the platform a problem for me, yet I'm still trying to sell it to you to resell? Goals of a business. I must make at least 50 to 100 sales every single day to maintain the businesses that actually make me the money. See, I've been using products to fund businesses that actually turn me profit, because product profits are minimal invest and slow to trickle in now that they changed the search engine. I can't have a platform with a customer base that they determine who gets to buy my stuff. I need a fair marketplace, and eBay is not a fair marketplace. It is a product catalog. Get that in your head, guys. You need to learn that. If you're selling vintage, you might not notice. Trust and believe, you will when they flip the switch, and they will flip that switch. Don't delude yourself and think, oh, vintage is too complicated, they'll never put it in the catalog. What the hell do you think worth point is? So, I mean, come on, guys. You get ready. What I'm doing now, you may be doing in a couple years, because the only reason they haven't released the catalog for the vintage in a big way is because they don't want all the bad press. They don't want everyone to see their sales go to zero, because that's exactly what your sales are going to do. If there's a box store that carries vintage items like you are not going to show. It's that simple. I don't care what they tell you, because I look at the numbers and the actual performance, and I know exactly what happens. Just be warned. Now, you have advantages as a vintage seller, because the keywords still trump everything. Problem is, once they get all of these, they're working on it. Once they get all of these vintage items linked into box stores, or in other words, a place that has a large number of them that they don't have to worry about, then you're not going to show in search. I don't care what you do. So, be warned of that. So, I didn't wise up quick enough on my new products. Now, my new products still sell. There's a huge demand. I went from 150 sales a day only down to 20 or 30 sales a day because I lost the search engine results. But I still had 20 or 30 sales a day. Why? Because people were finding my items on Google using my eBay title and buying it from Together and different stores that still push to Google. Okay? So you can sell these items, but you're not going to get good search results if it's a box store item that's tied up, okay? But see, I have to have volume sales. I'm on a time frame for my sales. If you run a business that if it just sits and sells every so often, that's fine. I have millions of dollars in value online and $1 million I paid available for sale in my show, because I'm not doing it. I have to have the volume sales. If I can't get it on the platform I'm using, I close the platform. You will not see an eBay store for Keywebco now. 10 years, thousands of repeat buyers and followers. I have 500 and some odd plus people following my store alone. That's all gone, because those 500 people following my store were the only sales that I was getting. But the search engine is what I need to have enough customers to matter. I can't take those losses, so cut it off. The real money that I make comes not from products. It comes from podcasts and making websites. What I really want to do for a living, if you guys want to know me in and out, my thing that I really want to do, I want to do my shows so I can take all these years of experience, make apps and help other people. I'm doing that. I've been doing that a while. For the money, I want to make websites. I love making websites. As a matter of fact, I'm an idiot because I give away a lot of them for free because I like making them so much. I'll give you a perfect example. My friend Melissa in Florida says, I want a website for my little daughter, something I could put the shows I want her to watch, something that's safe, not going to be predator. So I created one that would do that. And I gave it to her. I should have been charging for that. You know why? Because the day I did it, I was in another, one of my friends, Kim, one of my friends that watches me all the time, was in a group and said, someone was complaining about, I really need a place I can send my daughter where I don't have to worry about her seeing things that I don't want her to see. And so I told her about the kids YouTube and the settings, which does kind of work. She goes, yeah, but I don't really want them surfing online at all. I said, well, then make them a website. I do it all the time. You put whatever you want in the website. I do it with my apps because I was thinking my apps. Oh, well, I've got a website. Everything's in it. No, you never go anywhere but the website. She goes, well, that's a really good idea. Well, I disappeared because I sell these. I'm not going to peddle. I don't peddle in groups, guys. I don't go in there and say, okay, I'm selling this, buy it. Or I have a website, you can buy one for me. I mention that I do them, but I don't give them any links or any way to get them from me. I want them to find me if they're really interested. So Kim went back to that group and said, hey, here's an example of a template Roger uses for a girl's website, because I made a template, and I basically just take that template, alter it around a little bit, and give it to you. So I've had a whole bunch of messages this morning. There's a huge market for kids' websites that are secure. Kid can't set it up. It's all done with the adult. They get a free Strikingly account. They pay me $50. I edit my template so it has their stuff in it, and then I transfer it over to them. If they want anything more fancy, of course, it's a lot more money. It's just a $50 for an edited template. That's pretty darn cheap, and they are really cute. If you might even see that template on my personal page if you scroll down a while. So, but that's the thing that I really want to do, is I want to make websites. I like doing that. I'm very good at it, and I have sold lots of them, but I need that to be a more regular thing. All right, I'm going to let you guys go on this video because I'm going to do another one in just a little bit. We're going to go in and talk to my mom real quick. There's a couple lanterns that Mindy needs me to pick up that are over here, and then we're going to give her her pillowcase and tell her a few other things. Are we ready? All right, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Otherwise, I don't know how long you're going to be on hold. Yesterday, I thought I'd be able to run in and out. It took 15 minutes. So today, I'm going to go hang up the video, and